Hi everyone, sticky plasters again. Bear with me, I'm going to seem a bit weird. I'm doing this for the first time on my laptop, which has a camera. I don't know what kind of quality it's going to be, so forgive me if it's really wonky. But you're not balanced on top of 82 different things, so that's quite nice. I didn't know whether to make a video today or not really, because I'm not feeling very positive. If I'm honest, I'm quite fed up. So I questioned sharing that in terms of wanting to have positive impact on people. But, you know, life is not just weight loss and weight loss surgery. And as much as most of us would probably, I certainly would love the idea of turning the rest of my life off so that for 6 months I could just focus on the surgery and eating the right things and exercise and stuff. I can't do that, and I don't think any of you can either. So we all still have other crap to deal with while we're trying to do this, and I think that's one of the things that is getting to me at the moment. I have got all kinds of issues with work, my future at work, or potentially the lack thereof. I mentioned in my last video that I was anticipating finding out what was going on in terms of the future of my job role. Unfortunately, it was slightly worse than that, in that I didn't find out. So I still don't know what's happening. I find that really hard. I find it very difficult not to be sure about that sort of thing, because financially we really need me to know. So yeah, that's difficult, and it's making it very difficult for me to move forward and plan. You know, there are potential other job opportunities out there that, you know, I'm not really ready to leave my current position, but if it's not secure or if it's going to change to the point where I hate it, then I need to make sure that I have a plan. But the timing of that is all a bit off. So without going on for 20 minutes about my job, that's all a bit of a drama. And that's particularly worrying and getting me down today. I think one of the things that really get me down about that is that it's one of the first times in a long time that, well, not in a long time, that's not true. It's one of the first times in a while that I thought, God, I'd really like to speak to my mum. I can't. Not that she knows the ins and outs of my career and what I should do or anything else. Not that she would necessarily have had any, you know, massively deep insight, but she would do that mum thing where anyway, I'm not going to talk about that anymore because I don't want to cry on YouTube. So job stuff. We also have house issues. We were really hoping to be able to buy our own home this year, because we're in rented accommodation at the moment, and that just has such a feeling of it's just so temporary, you know. We moved in here last May 2010, and for 7 months before that we were living somewhere else, and then the woman that rented it out decided she wanted to come home from her travels. So after 7 months she gave us notice, and we had 8 weeks to find somewhere to live. And I can't be doing with it, you know. I want my own home. I need my own home. I can't. We can't properly plan for a future. We don't feel until we have our own home, and we have some security to go with that. You know, I don't know about anyone else out there, but I'm 33, and in general, women, sisters, cousins, friends, are nagging me about marriage and pregnancy constantly, and I can't even really entertain any of that until I know that we have our own home. Anyway, so that's that. And then finally, of course, is the surgery. Number 3 of the big things that's getting me down at the moment. I feel like I might have peaked too soon. I've been so into this for 4 months, 5 months maybe, from research all the way through. Now, I should say, I know what I'm going to say is going to seem ridiculous to some people, because I know that some of you out there have had staggeringly long pre-op diets, amazing waits for your surgery, but I can only speak for myself, and I'm a very immediate person. I make a decision and I want to do what's necessary to make that happen straight away. So for me, this has been an incredible amount of patience required, particularly when my operation was cancelled for the 28th. On the 11th of February, I'm looking at the date on my computer, and it's less than a month away, and it just seems to be taking forever. It's almost as if it's not going to happen, It's almost like, I don't know, when those people that try different hobbies, and what they do is they buy all the stuff for the hobby, the best golf clubs or the best, I don't know, boat for rich people or whatever. They think that will make them a good sailor or a good golfer. And after 2 weeks they give it up because it's not the equipment that does it. I'm feeling a bit like that. I'm starting to feel like I'm kind of all mouth and no trousers. I've got bloody vitamins and shakers and mixers and blenders and Tupperware coming out of my ears, and I'm heavier now than I was when I started making these videos. And that's really starting to get me down. I actually put on weight. I lost a bit when I was in the pre-op diet. That came back over Christmas. Didn't manage to maintain that at all. And I've got to be creeping up to 18 stone now. Well, I can't remember what that is in pounds. I was about 17. I must have put on, say, maybe 5, 6 pounds. I can feel my clothes tighter. My jeans feel tighter. Winter coats and things. That horrible feeling when it's too tight and it's like it's constricting around you. On my winter coats. And that's horrible. I'm just not feeling very good about myself at the moment, really. Everything's up in the air. My control over food at the moment is just non-existent. I'm eating loads of shit. I even ordered a pizza this evening, knowing, absolutely, completely consciously aware of the fact that I was doing it because I was pissed off, and that it wasn't going to make me feel any better, and if anything after it I'd feel worse, and that is exactly what happened, and I did it anyway. Why? I don't know. When I was speaking to my counsellor the other day, and I was saying, I know people on here that have managed to sort of go, okay, well, the pre-op diet doesn't start till then, but I've been on a diet for like 6 months before that and lost like 50, 60 pounds before the pre-op diet just off your own back. That's absolutely amazing. I have so much admiration for people that can do that. I still seem to be so much in this all or nothing mentality. It's as if until that pre-op diet starts, until I'm banded, it's like there's two me's, the me that's always been this me, so she has to eat shit and make bad choices. What worries me is that this other magical me that I'm expecting to pop into existence when the pre-op diet starts isn't going to be there, and she won't cut it. So, I don't know. All of that stuff. Really. And I'm really sorry to be so gloomy, but I figure that maybe that might be helpful to some people in its own right, and that sharing that with other people might help me and might help other people out there. You know, it's not all positive non-scale victories and woohoo, can't wait, got my surgery day, bought my Tupperware. Sometimes it's just annoying and frustrating and waiting and boring and doubting and, you know, wondering if you make the right decisions, you know. So we'll see. I'll try and be better next time. You'll take care. Bye now.